This is the Waru cichlid, and as I said in the intro, this is one of my favourite fish of all time. I have kept these for many, many years, and this was actually the first fish that I ever bred. So there's a fantastic fact for you. Also, they are a South American cichlid, and they can get up to sizes of around 12 inches. So in an aquarium, you're going to see these averaging out at around 10 to 12 inches. I've had them get up to about a foot. I've never, ever really had them bigger than that. Also, so you would read about this cichlid that they're a gentle giant. And you know what? Most of the time, this fish can be a gentle giant, but don't be fooled by that, because I have had some really aggressive ones in the past, some that have been in tanks with Oscars and other South American cichlids, and they have been the most aggressive in there. So always be aware that they could be an aggressive fish, but on the whole they are gentle giants, as it says when you read on it. When it comes to water parameters and stuff like that, they do like a warmer temperature, so anything from around about 26 to 30, but I do like to keep it on the higher side, if I'm honest with you. And their pH is around about 5.5 to 6.5. Like I said before, they can be a very good community fish. I have had them in with many South American cichlids, and they've on the whole done well. But when we're talking about tank mates, that's something I've said before that you have to find out for yourself, because all fish are different, aren't they? And most fish, you know, they're either compatible or they're not. So you have to find out for yourself. When it comes to the diet, I stress this quite a lot. I prefer to feed my Waru a heavy green diet. So I do feed them, you know, brine shrimp, things like that. I do feed them fish flakes, you know, which is a good spread for the diet. But mostly I do feed them green. So fresh veg, so courgette, red peppers, yellow peppers. They love that. They'll eat cucumbers and lettuce. Although there's not a lot of goodness in cucumber and lettuce, if I'm honest, they will take fresh vegetables. And I also feed them, I think it's a Kari, isn't it? The XL, the Cichlid XL, which I think is a African cichlid meal. And in this video, they're eating some sticky green tablets from Aquadip, and as you can see, they're making an absolute mess of the tank. When it comes to tank size for this fish, that depends on how many you're keeping. So if you was to keep a pair of these, a minimum of a 125 gallon, that's US gallons, I would say. If you could go a bit bigger than that, that would be better. Obviously, the bigger the tank you go, the better. If you're going to keep a group of these, you're going to be looking at a 200 gallon, that kind of area. Because they do, like I said before, they get big, but they're also, although they get to 10 to 12 inches in size of length, they're like bin lids because they're quite round. So they are a big fish when they get fully grown. In this video, this is my group. So the big one is around about 8 inches, and the small ones range between probably 3 inches to 4.5 inches. So these young, obviously, for anyone that hasn't seen my videos on my Waru, I'm trying to grow these young on to maybe get one to pair off with my big one. I do believe my big one is a female, because I have seen the vent down, and I'm sure it's a female. But the true way of sexing most fish is waiting for them to pair off. So that probably won't be a while for me. So yeah, like I said before, they are one of my favourite fish. I bred this this was the first fish that I bred, and I've bred it many times. This is a fish actually as well that is very wanted in the hobby. A lot of people want to keep the Waru cichlid, and you know, it's an absolutely striking fish to look at. You know, when they're small, the juvenile spots and stuff, they show. These are starting to lose their juvenile spots. You do see it on them sometimes, but once they hit like sub-adult and adult, they turn into this beautiful colour, as you can see in the big one. And yeah, you know, the future, hopefully for me, is going to be a pair of these again. I'd love to breed this fish again. I honestly would. But honestly, if you're considering buying this fish, you don't know whether to or not, I would highly recommend. This is a stunning, stunning fish to keep. And I've had lots of years of enjoyment out of it. Anyway, guys, I just want to say a massive thank you, as always. Hope that helped. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider it. And I'll see you all on the next one.